Literacy is a tool for advancing collective liberation. It must be developed and defended by the working class. Literacy is not a measure of a person's intelligence. It is a tool to access information and navigate society. In every iteration of class-based society, slavery, feudalism, capitalism, the rich ruling class has always withheld access to literacy for power and control. This is why one of the first priorities of every socialist revolution after achieving political power has been mass literacy campaigns. Revolutionaries who fought for socialism, the transition away from class-based society, have always understood that building genuine democracy requires promotion, not denial, of access to information. This means equipping the working class with every tool necessary to access, receive, and transmit information. Literacy strengthens a people's ability to communicate with each other and engage in informed collective decision-making regarding every aspect of their lives politically, socially, and economically on a wider scale. The fight for literacy has been a consistent battleground in the struggle for collective liberation. During chattel enslavement, the white rich ruling class in the South banned literacy for enslaved people. But banning something will never stop people from trying to access it or learn, nor can the oppressor try as he may ban all forms of literacy that exist. Muslims from West Africa who were literate in Arabic transcribed the Quran to maintain access to their spiritual practices while enslaved. There were also documents that showed written plans for uprisings as well as letters they wrote about their conditions under enslavement. There were enslaved people who, even if they did not yet have a written language, were proficient in reading maps and the stars in the sky to navigate escape routes to free themselves. They passed these skills and information on to others. There were also those who had the opportunity to learn to read and write the English alphabet in secret. While rare, some enslaved people were taught to read and write in order to assist their enslavers with business management in New Orleans. They too were able to access and share information about rebellions against slavery, the condition of black communities outside the South, and political developments beyond the plantation. It is exactly because of the black nation's pursuit of literacy that there are public schools in the South today. After the Civil War, during Reconstruction, it was black leadership through the Freedmen's Bureau and other organizations of both formerly enslaved people and some free people of color that the public school system was established in the South. These public schools opened their doors for black children and poor white children alike. They also laid the foundation for public access to special education to ensure the needs of all children were to be met. Our responsibility as the working class to defend and develop literacy. Under racial capitalism, every win can be snatched back by the rich ruling class. Many are rightly concerned about the status of literacy and even the possibility of reintroducing anti-literacy laws under our current openly fascist regime. The rich ruling class and the political misleaders don't need to change laws to make literacy inaccessible, although they absolutely could if they wanted to. All they have to do is defund, neglect, and privatize our public schools and public libraries, where literacy is taught and nurtured. But it's not only the buildings that are under attack. The workers that maintain these spaces and make literacy accessible are also targeted. These institutions and workers are our frontline defense in protecting literacy, unfettered access to information, public space, and workers' rights. The buildings, the budgets, and all the workers of public schools and libraries must be protected in the fight to defend and develop literacy. Without the active involvement of the working class, the school and library boards lack principled action and commitment to protecting literacy. The boards make no effort to provide ease of access to information or include working class constituents in decision-making processes. They are the yes men of the political misleaders and the rich ruling class who want to gut and privatize our public resources. Because we are not being included, we have a responsibility to show up and include ourselves. Our active involvement and clear and relentless demands are the only ways to ensure any level of accountability. This is a constant and necessary process to defend and develop public access to literacy. Our public schools and libraries have suffered greatly under the management of the capitalist system, but we must hold on to what we have while fighting for more. Defense and development of literacy includes fighting for fully functional facilities with regular maintenance to keep buildings safe, healthy, open, and accessible. The increase, not decrease, of annual budgets, growth of additional programming, nutritious snacks, and extended hours for our libraries, especially in the summer when schools are closed. Defense also includes supporting the demands of our school and library workers, their right to living wages that increase with the cost of living, and any other support needed for them to continue to maintain and advance literacy in our communities. The rich ruling class is clear about how powerful of a tool literacy is. This is precisely why literacy is constantly under attack. We, as the working class, must be even more fierce in organizing to defend literacy than they are about trying to rip it away from us. Until we live in a society that is not based on class oppression and hierarchy, literacy will always be a battleground. We have a responsibility as the working class to collectively invest our time and energy to collectively develop and collectively defend all entry points to literacy in the struggle for our collective liberation.